If you take just $5 a day, the cost of a decent coffee, and invest it at an average annual return of 10, it requires setting up a strict set of structural components that strip human emotion out of the equation completely. The first component is the platform itself. It has to allow for absolute automation, letting you set a recurring daily deposit, and it must have near zero fees, so your capital isn't eaten alive by administrative charges before it even hits the market. It also has to support fractional shares. With a $5 daily budget, you can't afford to wait months to buy a single expensive tech stock. Fractional shares let you buy precise micro-slices of those assets immediately. But the biggest threat to long-term compounding isn't platform fees, it's tax drag. This diagram shows two types of holding accounts, Account A and Account B. Both start out with identical starting balances, receiving the exact same daily deposits and generating the exact same market returns. Account A is a general investing account.
When your investments here generate a profit or pay out a dividend, the government steps in. Depending on your bracket, capital gains and income taxes routinely carve out 10 to 20% of your hard-earned growth, constantly resetting your compound interest curve. Account B is a tax-advantaged vehicle, like an ISA in the UK or a Roth IRA in the US. This creates a legal shield. Every cent of profit, dividend, and capital gain generated inside this box belongs entirely to you, allowing it to compound continuously. Before picking a single stock, routing your money through this shielded infrastructure is mandatory. Maximizing your return relies entirely on keeping external hands off your compounding capital. Next, we need the engine. It's tempting to dump that daily $5 into a popular titan like Tesla or Apple. But tying your strict daily budget to a handful of specific companies concentrates your risk. If one of them has a bad quarter, it drags your entire portfolio down with it. This diagram illustrates an index fund, specifically tracking the S&P 500. Instead of betting on one horse, your daily $5 is instantly fractured and distributed across 500 of the largest public companies at once, virtually eliminating individual company risk. Specifically, you want an accumulation fund. Instead of paying out corporate dividends as loose cash, this structure automatically scoops up those payouts and reinvests them back into the engine, buying you even more shares without you lifting a finger. Now comes the hardest barrier for new investors, the violent, unpredictable swings of the stock market. This is where our daily automation steps in as a defense mechanism, using a concept called dollar cost averaging. Because the $5 contribution is static, it mathematically adapts to the market. When prices are high, it buys fewer shares. But when the market crashes, that same $5 naturally buys more shares at a steep discount. You stop trying to time the market. The system acts as a behavioral regulator, taking terrifying economic crashes and quietly converting them into automatic buying opportunities. We set this exact system up in August 2023. By month 2, the portfolio is actually sitting at a loss. This is the exact moment where the majority of people panic, pull their money out, and abandon the strategy completely. This chart shows our final outcome 1 year later. We let the automated system run through the dips, depositing a total of £1,055. On the right, you can see the final portfolio value grew to £1,972. That is a pure profit of nearly £467, yielding a staggering 43.8% rate of return, generated entirely in the background. Let's be entirely clear. Pulling a 44% return in 12 months is a mathematical anomaly. It's the result of an exceptionally aggressive year in the global economy, not a guaranteed baseline you should expect every time you open an account. The reality is that any single year is volatile, but looking back at decades of historical data, there's no 20-year period where an investor holding an S&P 500 index fund has ever lost money. Time in the market reliably beats timing the market. This automated system, shielded from taxes and fed by a small daily habit, converts time itself into compounding wealth.